welcome back to another video for Pokemon cards. I don't know if it's really an unboxing video, but it's definitely something we're gonna do. So, I did promise it, and I figured now is a good time to do it because there was something that brought this on. So, back in 2020, when we got back into officially doing Pokemon cards again, I had bought this particular card off of eBay. And for those of you that have been around a while and know the whole card collecting aspect, you can probably tell this is fake. I was looking through my binder the other day, not other day, but like a couple months ago, and I said, this doesn't look right. And lo and behold, obviously I wasn't paying much attention to anything, but this is clearly a fake. And we're going to go over today with just me, Rihime-chan, on how to spot a fake. Here I went ahead and bought a real card, and this is the fake card, and then this is to test for the tear test. And we'll go over that a little bit later. So let's go ahead and get started. But I'm actually gonna go find a flashlight. I'll be right back. Alright, I had to go pull up an old phone of mine that I had, so I needed to flash on it. We'll need that a little bit later. But first off, to start with, what is the first thing you'll look at? Well, obviously, on eBay auction, you'll want to look for some stuff, so you have to be careful for that. If you're not sure, don't buy it. It's the safest bet. But comparing this card, this is obviously the real one, this is the fake one. You can definitely tell that this oversaturation of this card is a really pretty card, but not the saturation of like a card that's legitimate. So there's that. There's also the fact that this is not centered. It's like it was printed on a cardboard backing. You see where this line is at. And you also have obviously a saturation. On the real one, you'll have some bevels and hollows in the background to help kind of denote this. And then let me take it out of the sleeve so that we can go ahead and view it. Just enough to see. But even then, you can tell the misprint on this is so bad. And you can't really tell as much on the back. But you got the hollow background. Okay? Well, what if this is not necessarily a hollow like this? What if it was just a regular standard card like this? Well, it'd be the same thing, centering, print, stuff like that. They would probably very rarely ever do something like this, but this is a card that can go for higher amounts, so they would definitely want to copyright and counterfeit that. But waiting for the phone to load the flashlight in. And it needs to be a really sharp white light. Alrighty, so I finally got a phone to do its thing. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. So, oh. Sorry. I'm still figuring out this one thing. So, that being said, I'm actually turning this other phone off. Now that I have my old phone on. So, alright. So we talked about the saturation. We talked about the background on these kind of cards. We talked about this and that. So next up, after that, if you can't figure it out, is what's called a light test. So what you essentially do is you turn on a flash or get a flashlight, and I'm going to put the flash right here, and I'll even do it with this one just to prove a point. You hold it over, and you'll notice like the refractions and stuff like that. That's perfectly normal, but you'll hold it over and you won't see the light on the other side. Okay, same with this card. This is a card that I pulled out of a pack. I have a ton of Sentry from Darkness Ablaze. They're not that rare. Yeah, you can see the gleam and stuff, but you don't see the light through the card. Alright, watch this. Same thing. You see the gleam, but you can also, right there, see the light through the card. That is a big indicator that this is a fake card. If it wasn't for the hypersaturation and the off placement and stuff like that. But you can definitely tell this is a fake card. Okay, that is one way to tell. Next on, if you cannot do that and you're still not sure, I would not advise this. If this was a card that looked exactly like this, do not do that. But here we have one of the last tests. And if there are others, there's also things like fonts and what the card should look like besides the hypersaturation of the actual background and stuff like that that you can look at. This font isn't actually all that bad, so that is good. But if you absolutely cannot tell, Alright, I apologize about that. But what you will do is if it's a real card, you rip it. Like I said, I apologize. I am so sorry, Sentry. But see that black line right in here? That is an indicative of a real card. Okay? If I go and I rip this one, oh, it's even harder to rip. But it just comes across and there is no black line. This is a fake card. And now it's a dead card. But that is how you tell if you have a real or fake card if you're on the border. I hope these tips are helpful. And hopefully you don't have to do this, but it's always good to check. Just be mindful of where you're purchasing from, who you're purchasing from, and if you're not sure, don't buy it. If it's too good of a deal, it probably is. It's not necessarily the whole case for every case, but it more than likely will be the case. And happy hunting, and if you guys want to check out more content on the channel, please feel free to do so. We always love the views and the subscribers, and thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See you in a second.